Paula Sheridan, and I'm here with my husband, Ken. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Welcome
Good
to Page Turner Awards ceremony.
Good to see you.
We have our son, Ken, who's created that fantastic video introduction that just welcomed you. Ken is in the background, and he is producing the show, and he's got a stunning red carpet moment for you at the end of the show, so please make sure you stay right to the end to see everything. Before we carry on, I'm just going to put you on gallery view. I can see so many, oh, look at that, so many beautiful people. Hello, everybody. Hello, wave. You know, Ken and I have been talking to you all for over a year now, and it's absolutely amazing to see you here. So thank you so much for coming to join us today. It's wonderful to see you. It's just really, really great. So I'll take you off gallery view. So tonight we're going to have several writers' lives are going to change, and it's so exciting. Ken and I have been working on this, and Ken's in the background. We've all been working on this for many, many months, and the last few weeks have been very intensive. So it's going to be great.
Okay, listen, great to see so many of you joining us here. This is Page Turner Awards Year 2. We've got 5 awards to go through this year. We've got 2 new ones over and above what we ran last year, and they are the Screenplay Award and the Young Writer Award. We're very proud of how Page Turner has grown this year, and in particular, how its diversity has really grown and fanned out. And whilst there's still plenty more to do in this area, we're very pleased to see so many different writers and authors of different cultures and backgrounds entering the award and moving through all the different stages of the awards as we pass along through the judging process. I do have to share one diversity stat with you, and that is when I look at all of our shortlisted writers and authors across all awards, all 88 of you, then 70% of all shortlisted writers and authors are women. So only 30% male. And the only award where the men are doing better than the women is the screenplay area. If I take that out, just to see how that affects the stats, then we've got 82% of our shortlisted authors and writers are women. Great. I mean, poor old Reuben Mainprize in the young, he's the only male young writer on the shortlist down there. He's feeling fairly lonely, I imagine. So the writing is pretty clear, and that is the guys are getting beaten to a standstill by the girls, and guys are going to have to up their game a bit if they want to change that, and the girls are going to have to do something to not let them.
Girls, we're going to have to get onto the screenplay, start writing more screenplays.
Yeah. Now, we have writers and authors from over 20 countries with us this evening or this morning or this afternoon, wherever you might be, and we've got a time zone span of some 20 hours. We've got West Coast America, which is just after 10 o'clock in the morning. And we've got writers and authors down in New Zealand, and they're looking at 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning. We got Umran Lee in the Philippines. She's looking at 1 o'clock in the morning, but as she's a young writer, I dare say she probably would have been up anyway. So a real span. But if we were giving out awards for who's feeling the most pain in getting here tonight, then it would have to be our writers and authors down there in Australia. They're looking at a very rude 3 a.m. to be here, and I see many of them have joined. So well done for setting the alarm, getting up, joining, and it's a pleasure that you've made it. Now, just one small piece of housekeeping regarding internet. We're coming to you from the hills above Malaga, southern Spain, and whilst it's gorgeous here, it's not unknown for electrical storms here and the local energy supplier throwing a wobbly and cutting the electricity. If that happens, we lose the internet. Now, Kent, who's in our production facility in the UK, sounds very grand, but he's all fiber optic up, so we're pretty sure he's bulletproof over there. So you won't be logged out or kicked out of the show. Just hang on for a few minutes, and then Paul and I will get back, and the show will go on. But it's a lovely evening down here, so I'm pretty optimistic we're going to remain okay. And I hope the internet for all of you is the same, because I know you'll be logging on from different parts of the globe on different devices, and that can all get a bit scratchy sometime, but hopefully we'll all be able to stick with it. Okay, so let's crack on with our first award. And our first award that we're going to tackle is going to be the Screenplay Award. And that brings me to a very special guest of ours tonight, Paul Michael Glaser. Paul, good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you very much for having me. I'm honored. What a collection of writers you got here.
Yeah. It's very impressive, I have to say. And I mean, it's as you've noticed, they're writers and authors from all across the spectrum of writing, from screenplay to manuscripts, etc. And
a lot of new writers. Starting out on their journey. So they're going to be very inspired by having you here tonight to talk to us.
Yeah.
So now we go on to the Writing Mentorship Award. As I mentioned earlier, I can't remember if I mentioned earlier, we've got several writers who tonight will be winning a writing mentorship. And we have 3 mentors who are very kind, who've giving away a writing mentorship. And before we introduce those fantastic writing mentors, we just want to show you that the shortlist for the Writing Mentorship Award is So first of all, we're going to call on Karen Williams from Librotas. Karen is a book coach and she helps experts to write authority books about their business and about various non-fiction topics. So Karen, if you could please unmute yourself and come forward and tell us who you've chosen and why you've chosen that writer and what you love about their work.
Hi Paula, hi Ken, hi everyone.
Hi, lovely to see you again, Karen.
Lovely to be part of this again. Second year being a judge, and it's amazing seeing so many writers from all over the world who have come forward and wanted to share their voice. Now, what Paul was saying earlier in terms of story, it's so important even with non-fiction writing. So for the last 7 years, I've supported hundreds of non-fiction authors to write business building books, self-help books, and all of those great things that we recommend and we read every day. So the person I chose as my mentee for this award is somebody who shows guts, who shows a really great story and some really great knowledge and expertise. So I'm really delighted to be working with Helen Rowe, who I can see in the corner of my screen, who is
Come on, Helen! Come on, Helen!
Come on, Helen, say a few words.
Oh, great! Come on, Helen, show us your screaming.
Shall I fill in the time? I don't mind,
Let's be terribly sensible. It's not allowed at all. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Ken, Paula. I'm so happy. I can't believe it. It's been such. Guys, I'm going to cry now.
You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to cry.
A leap in the dark to do this book, and it's such a slog to write a book. It's my first one, and I'm so happy, and my husband stood here and I'm so grateful because he's paid all the bills while I've been writing this thing, and I'm so happy, and thank you so much to
Helen,
everybody.
you've got a very unusual topic, so maybe you could just give us very quickly, so everybody understands what your book's about. Maybe just tell us very quickly what you've written, what your book's about, and what is it called?
So, it's called Eliminating British Poverty, and it's how we do it in 5 years without raising taxes. And I have a lot of experience writing, doing analysis, but it also brings in a lot of storytelling as far as other people's perspectives. I used to volunteer at a prostitute support centre in East London. It talks about that. It talks about a whole kind of range of issues, not just in London, but also across the UK. And I really feel like we need to get a grip on this subject politically, and no one is talking about it. And we would all, irrespective of wealth, be better off if we didn't have poverty in Britain. But if you are the government, from the government's perspective, you only have 5 years to do it. And that's hard. I'm not making out like this is a soft and fluffy subject. It's really hard. But we're in a society now where we need new ideas. And I draw on a lot of experience to create new ideas and to bring new stuff forward. And I really hope.
Karen, you've got a very happy woman on your hands, so you're going to have great fun. I can see that you're going to have great fun.
We will.
Thank
We
you
will.
so
We will.
I'm so grateful. I have, because with these kinds of books, I have no PhD. It's just experience and analysis, and it's a huge leap forward. Huge to be able to have this. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
I'm going to go on mute now because
yeah. Helen, Karen, listen, good luck to the two of you. It'd be interesting to see where the project goes, but all the very best, and well done, Helen, and thank you, Karen.
Thank you
so much. Thank you, Karen.
So now we're going to call on our second writing mentor, and we'll call on Marni Seneker to come forward. Marni is an editor and a book coaching specialist in narrative nonfiction and memoirs. So Marni, please come forward. Tell us who you've chosen and why you've chosen them.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hi,
Yeah.
yes, Marni,
Great.
we can hear you.
I was moved by the universal message for this travel memoir and development. We become the best versions of ourselves when we can look at the world through other people's eyes. And I love that we're elevating new and unusual, unheard voices from different cultures. So congratulations to the winner of this Writing Mentorship Award, Zara Sekhavati.
Come on, Zara.
You don't have to be as excited as the last winner.
Zara, where are you?
Hi, thank you so much.
Hello,
Sarah, hi.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you, Marni, so much for believing
Oh, you're allowed to cry, bless you.
in the message and the story, and just for believing in me and the writing. And thank you, Ken and Paula. Oh my God, this means the world to me, because I write about Iran, and the book is about Iran, and how it's represented in the media isn't the way the people are, the everyday people. So that's why I've wanted to write this book, to show that, stereotypes aren't, you shouldn't be listening to stereotypes, you need to meet the real people. And yeah, so thank you so much, Marni. This means the absolute world to me.
I'm excited to start working with you. Really excited.
Really,
Congratulations.
Excited. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody involved and the judges. This really means the world to me. Yeah.
Pleasure. Marni, you're going to have a lovely time. It's look, I've seen the submission. It looks like a lovely story, and I think you gel very well together. So you're going to have a great time with the mentorship over the next few months and next year.
I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. I just want to show other sides to Iran, so I'm really excited. Thank you.
Yeah, very best wishes to the two of you going forward. Yeah.
Great.
Well
and
done.
our third writing mentor is Ann Brady. Ann Brady is a full-time writer, and she mentors writers, and she even publishes some of them. And we'd like to ask Ann to come forward. Ann was with us last year, as well as Karen, so it's lovely to have Ann back. Ann, would you come forward, please, and tell us who you have chosen and why you have chosen them?
Well, the first thing I wanted to do was offer Paul a job. The way he was going on, I thought, oh, he's my kind of mentor. I want him on my team now. Everything he was saying, I'm going, yes, you got it. That's right. So if he wants to come and live in Cardiff Bay, he's here. I have to say that this year's entries have been exceptional. In fact, they left me with a very, very difficult decision to make. As an author and a writer's mentor, I've been constantly reviewing and editing a variety of genres for some years now. And yet still, after all these years, I'm so amazed at the quality of writers that are constantly appearing on the scene. And that includes young writers, not just over 18s, but actually under 18s, because not many will know, but I actually mentor under 18s as well, young writers. Last year, I chose work from a genre that was suitable for younger readers, that, in other words, because part of the thing I do is I did write children's books. But this year, after a lot of searching, I chose work from a subject close to my heart, and that was historical fiction. Because I read all the stories. That's why it took me so long to make the decision, because I read all these stories and I was pulled in by some works that really dragged me into the scene, into the theme, into the era, into just, I was lost. And if you can do that in the first 2 or 3 chapters, they've got me completely. So I chose a work that I found compelling, I found it interesting. It left me wanting to discover more about the family and where the heroine's journey was going to lead her. And for that, I chose The Todd Family by Candace Cox. Congratulations.
Come on, Candace. Where are you?
She's down there on my screen.
Candace, come on. Come on, Candace, we want to see you. We want to hear from you.
Am I there?
Yes, you are.
You're there.
So, can you see me?
We can see you.
Okay, then you can hear me. I just have to say, I am just so honored to be selected under the tutelage of this work I have read. She is a published author herself in historical fiction, so I know that I will be getting the very best. And I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Ken and Paula, and thank you to Ann. And I really look forward to moving forward. Now I just have to write the book.
We'll get it done. We'll get it done together. We'll find a way. Don't worry.
Well,
so Anne, you have some other news to share with us.
I do. Normally I would have just given one prize, but like last year, I thought, oh, I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. And as I said, it was very exceptional writing, a hard decision. So I went and chose, like last year, I chose a second winner. And I thought, I've got to go for this story. It was descriptive right from the beginning. It set the scene for what I believe will prove to be a good historical novel. And it's actually written by a young man. And so my congratulations goes to Alex H. Johnson for 3 Paths Home.
Come on, Alex. Where are you, Alex?
Don't know whether he's here.
Are you there, Alex? We know he was coming. He did say he was coming. Alex?
Hello?
Is that you, Alex?
No, actually, he had to work.
Oh,
he's working on his farm. Yeah.
Oh, so are you a family member or a friend?
This is his mom. Yeah, this is his mom.
Oh, well, hello, Mom. Hello, Alex's mom. Can you say just a quick few words, just something, because Alex has won the most amazing prize. He's going to be mentored by Ann Brady, a highly, highly valuable prize. Can you say a quick little words? I'm sure you know how he's going to feel. So maybe you could just explain to us how he's going to feel.
Yeah, Paula, I would think from what Alex said about his mom, she would be the one screaming, not him.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is so awesome. Actually, my mother wrote this story from the beginning. It's a family we knew, and Alex took over her work. So she wrote a screenplay 30 years ago, and he's been adapting it into a historical novel and doing tons of work on it. So yeah, I'm really moved by this. So
Brilliant.
Yeah, so thank you so much. He's going to be so excited.
Give him a call and,
I will. Yeah, he's on his caviar farm.
You got to hear this.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No, tell him well done from all of us here.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Anne. Thank you again for coming back and joining us again for a second year, and for choosing 2 again this year. Thank you so much. And thank you to Alex. Congratulations to Alex and to Candace, and to all the Writing Mentorship Award winners. So that's very well done. And I know that you're going to have a brilliant time working with your writing mentors, because a writing mentor can only help you and enhance your writing and just take your writing to the next level. So enjoy the experience.
I will say that the 2 ladies I chose last year, one of them is going to work with Ladybird, which is, everybody knows who, I think nearly everybody knows who Ladybird is. It's one of the biggest publishers of children's books. And the other lady, we've gone into a trilogy. Started off with 1 book, we're now into a trilogy, so she's going to publish all 3 over a period of time. So things are progressing very well with them.
That's fantastic success, and all down to you, Anne, for helping these young writers, or however old they are, young or old, you helping writers to mentor them to the stage of getting their books into a publishable state. So well done, Anne, and thank you so much for all that you do for writers.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, let's get to our 3rd award, and this is the Young Writer Award, and it's a new addition to Page Turner Awards this year, and it's been a lot of fun. It's for young writers between the ages of 18 and 25. And as Anne pointed out, we had a number of writers who are younger than that enter the awards, but we've had to restrict the final selection to the 18 to 25-year-old rule. But it's clear there is huge writing talent out there. And in fact, an awful lot of our shortlisted authors have described how they've been writing for many, many years, from the time they were 8, 12, 14. So they're pretty experienced at this stage. But before we get into much more of that, let's take a look at the shortlist for the Young Writer Award. Okay, now for many of our young writers, not all of them by any stretch of the imagination, this was their first international writing competition. Some have been there before, many haven't, and for some it was their first book, and for others it was maybe the second or third. But what's very clear, right across all of the young writers, is it's not a hobby to them. They're very committed, they're very passionate, and they're very determined. And if you look at, I just pull out a couple of our young writers. If I look at Ruben Mainprize, he scored very well with the Spies diploma. He already has a 7-book plan going forward about where he wants to take that series. And now, if I'm correct, I think Ruben's 19 and he's just started his university degree at Bristol University in England. So he might struggle to get much fiction writing done over the next few years, but he's clearly a young man with a plan, and he's going to be a serious writing talent going forward. If I look at Jasmine Burke in the US, she already has an author writing site to showcase her work, to build her fan base, and to engage with it. She's very serious about her writing development. And if I look at Hayley Watson, another young author who scored fantastically well, and it was her first book, I believe, and now she's wholly committed to quickly going to the second one. So fantastic amount of talent out there, and it's going to be really interesting to see where all of these young writers take their writing career going forward, and we hope to see many of them return to Page Turner Awards in the future. But it's quite clear there's a very deep pool of talent there, and many of them, I'm sure, are going to find writing success. Okay, but who's won the award? Okay, and now to help us do that, I want to welcome Jenny Harrison. Jenny is the author of youngwriter.co.uk. Editorial manager, sorry, of youngwriter.co.uk. So she's already heavily immersed in young writing talent, and she's helped judge our young writers' submissions this year. So Jenny, welcome to you.
Hi, Ken and Paula. Thank you for having me. It's amazing to be here. See all this amazing talent.
Did you enjoy some of the submissions, Jenny, that you came across this year?
Absolutely. I had such a good time. Honestly, it didn't feel like, because I was doing it at work and it did not feel like work reading all those amazing submissions. I had such a brilliant time. Just the wealth of imagination and just honestly, I couldn't believe that the standard. It was just brilliant.
That's fantastic to hear. Thank you for telling us that. And all our young writers who are watching and here, listen to this. This is what Jenny is saying. You're all very, very talented.
Now, Jenny, you have the winner's envelope in front of you there. Do you want to pop it open and unveil?
Okay, so here we go. So this winning young writer entered a number of different award categories within this year's Page Turner Awards. She ended up on the shortlist for the Writing Mentorship Award and was shortlisted in the Writing Award, one of Page Turner's biggest and most competitive awards. She actually entered 2 submissions into the Young Writer Award. One finished first and the other finished second, which is astonishing. So she's obviously a very great writing talent already. She entered the Page Turner Awards just on a whim, so I think she's probably very glad that she did so. So the winner of the Young Writer Award for her submission, The Other Side of Sunshine, is Jaden Groth. Congratulations.
Jaden!
Oh, it's so early in the morning, guys. Oh my gosh.
We must tell you that Jaden has woken up at about 3 a.m. to attend.
Yeah, Jaden's one of our writers and authors from Australia. So she's had to deeply commit to this.
And we kept making sure, we kept saying, are you sure it's okay to get up at 3 a.m? Because we wanted to make sure she could be here.
Jaden, tell us about it. How are you feeling?
I'm like very happy and stressed. But good stressed. Oh yeah, I entered on a whim because my other writing friends were entering, and I just didn't think much of it. So it's been so amazing, and the other entries have been awesome. It's been so nice reading everyone's work and just being surrounded by so many amazing writers, and my friends all know I've just been like stressed for the last 3 weeks. So this has just been really great. Thank you so much.
Well, congratulations, Jaden. You're our very first winner of the Young Writer Award, and we will talk to you later on about a few things about how Page Turner Awards can help you. But in the meantime, soak up the enjoyment of winning the award, and good luck with any plans you have of going back to bed.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us, Jenny, for announcing that. That must have been very delightful to knowing that you've read both of Jaden's submissions, and now here you are to announce her as